Stan Gibilisco here. I just want to report another bug. This is just on my computer, and I haven't updated Windows 10 for a while. This is my Windows 10 toy, on which I record most of my selfies for the moment, simply because they save a great deal of bandwidth. And, you know what I look like. The world doesn't really have to see every hair follicle on my face, do you? And I like to experiment with different video imaging options anyway. It's kind of a game for me. But when I want to take a video on this computer, and it seems to work quite well for that purpose, seems to pick up the sound well, although the image is not of the highest quality. A lot of people just look at their videos on their smartphones anyway, and these screens are so small that unless you're going to use a magnifying glass or microscope, you know the rig, you know the drill, right? You know what I'm going to say. But here's what you may not know what I'm going to say. I always have to wait a while and click around on various icons and make various things, just launch various apps, in particular the antivirus app. Just launch it and then kill it. Just launch a few windows and then just close them. Launch the camera, set it up for a video, and then just close it out and just sort of fool around for a couple of minutes, because invariably this computer, while it's in airplane mode, and I always have it in airplane mode of late so that it won't get on the internet and try to update itself, sooner or later, within a minute or two, it will notify me that my virus protection needs updating, and it'll make this little chime noise. And I have to wait for that to complete itself and then close that window out, because who needs to check for viruses when you're not online? Who needs to worry about a computer being hacked or taken advantage of when it's not connected to the internet? This thing is a computer. It is not a communications device. I record the video, I put it on a thumb drive, and then I upload it on a different computer that is devoted to the internet. And by the way, that's the Windows 7 computer that I thought had died more than a couple of years ago, for various reasons that you may be familiar with if you've watched my videos for any length of time. But I rant a little bit, I digress a little bit, because that's, for one thing, I'm just a distraction to begin with. I came out of my mother's womb in 1953 as a distraction, and I've been a distraction, a minor distraction, fortunately, to the world ever since, and a minor distraction now to YouTube. But this is a bug that I find quite annoying. It doesn't do any damage, but if I start a video before this bug has crawled out of its hole and presented itself, "Hi, Stan, I'm here," and let me take the swatter and swat it back into its hole, it'll come up while I'm making the video, and then, oh, is that ever frustrating. Not only is it frustrating when it happens, but it's frustrating just worrying about, knowing that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The bug's going to crawl out of the hole while I'm making the video. It's causing me a panic attack. Oh my God. No wonder I take benzodiazepines still. That's another story, by the way. And the media, in case you've noticed, has begun to catch on now that they've made a big deal out of opioids. They're starting to notice the enormous quantity of benzodiazepines that are prescribed and for use long term, which they're not. I'm still having problems with this drug, and you can look at plenty of people Oh, poor me, I'm being killed by this drug. And oh, it's so difficult. You betcha it's difficult. And it's not the only thing I've done that's difficult. Probably will not be the last either. But it is a bear. And it's damaging my mind. No wonder my videos are so obnoxious and absurd. But they also happen to be true, at least in this on this particular Windows 10 toy. Now, yeah, I know I can go online and I can update Windows 10. I can spend 16 hours tethered to this computer to update Windows 10, hoping that it'll get rid of this bug. And then when I'm finished, the bloody thing probably won't even connect to the internet at all. I've had that happen too. Uh, Microsoft, you need a little quality control work, I think. Quality control and customer relations. You need a little work in that department, may I suggest. Rant over. Stan Gibilisco out.